All right, well, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. We are the Strehl family checking into Ocala National Forest. You can kind of see a little behind us over there. We've got a tent laid out. That's where Jen and Cheyenne are going to be sleeping. And behind us, we don't have much going on there yet. We're going to put up 2 hammocks for me and Ricky. We are at a place near Hopkins Prairie in the Ocala National Forest. A place many of you have seen before. Stayed here about 3 weeks ago with the Florida Bushcraft group. So we've bought into this lake again for the weekend, actually just tonight. Today's Saturday. We'll be here all day and checking out tomorrow. Lots of rain in the forecast, so we'll see. Any comments, guys?
You forgot about Macy.
We forgot about Macy. I'll flip around in a little bit. I'm sure we're going to get plenty of video, but it's the 4 of us and our dog Macy. You guys ready for a good time?
Yes,
Ready.
sir.
What if it rains? We still gonna have a good time?
Yes, sir.
What's the saying, buddy? You remember?
If it ain't raining, we ain't training.
There you go. All right, Cheyenne's got it. She's been with us quite a few times as well. So, all right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, just to add a little bit more perspective, that's the girls over there setting up the tent. Some of our stuff piled out. We are truck camping. Here's a tarp. I don't know if you can see that ridge line there. We're going to go ahead and set that tarp up there. And in between those 2 trees is going to be Ricky. I'm going to be further back in there a little bit in my hammock and tarp. And there's Ricky over there whittling on some wood. I think he's making some toggles. Some more gear spread out. There's Macy. You can see her over there trying to get a little bit of shade under the truck. Say hi, Mace. All right, so one of the things about this pond that's different from last time when I was out here with the Florida Bushcraft group is I did it in my video, and I don't know if you can see that from here, but you can hear water running. I'll walk over there in a little bit and show you guys that. All right, I promised to put this buck knife to work this weekend. Just got it, and I don't want to abuse it. Obviously, it's my brand new toy, but I want to put it to work and see how it's going to hold up. So we need a little bit of a toggle for Ricky's.
What's taking you guys so long?
So we have a little.
To move the furniture in.
We got a little bit of a peanut gallery back there behind us. Some other campers. I don't know who those people are. Yapping. Oh, that's my wife. Just make this look a little bit. This stick kind of broke off on the tip, but dress her up a little bit. starting to get set up. We got the tent over there. I think you could probably figure that out by looking at it. Here's a tarp that we're kind of using temporarily as a common area, and we're going to turn that into Ricky's hammock shelter later. And then off behind that, I'm going to put up my hammock here in just a little bit. But first, we're going to make some ramen noodles for lunch. Okay, so to light this, we're going to turn this valve on, which is going to turn the gas on. And the gas is going to start coming out right here. And you take your lighter and you just put it up next to the gas and pull it back. You'll hear it pop when it's lit.
Okay.
All right, I'll turn this on. You go ahead and light it.
Okay.
There you go. Right, we went with a tarp over that tent just in case there's like a 60% chance of rain. Peanut's over there putting in some palm fronds around some of our cordage, keep us from those trip hazards. Now Jen is in the same exact chair as she was an hour ago.
I have not been sitting the whole time.
She's been up and doing some work and helped make lunch. We had some ramen noodles, as you guys saw. There's Cheyenne. You can kind of see my tarp back through there and my hammock a little bit. I'll walk over, I guess, and show you guys that in a second. Here's Macy. She's got her two destinations now. She's got that stick and another one back over by the tent that we can tie her to. And we let her off every once in a while, but she's a wanderer, so. Yeah, so here we are camping. We just are pretty much to the point where we're going to start exploring a little bit and seeing what's going on. Talk to you guys soon. And here's my setup. Got the DD tarp 3.5 by 3.5 and my DD frontline hammock with a built-in bug net. So that's going to be my space there. And here's the back side, and we're kind of colliding and merging together of where Peanut's hammock is going to go. So guys, in one of my last videos, about 3 or 4 videos ago, you saw me come up here and look at this area. And I thought, oh cool, here's where water flows down. But it was all dried up and it didn't look like water had been in there a while. And now we've had some rain the last several days and there's just these little miniature waterfall after waterfall, and this is running right down into the pond. So you can see the pond is down from where it is sometimes. As a matter of fact, if you look at this same pond on satellite, you'll see that it is up a lot further. But this is pretty cool. can kind of see that sky turning dark on us. Well, we said it might start to rain, and here we are. We are all shoved up under Ricky's tarp, and you can see the tent in the background. I don't know if we can see my hammock back there somewhere.
You can see your tarp in it.
Oh yeah, you can barely see the corner of my tarp down there. But anyway, yeah, we're just having a good time. We're staying dry. I hope our stuff is staying dry, but we're just hanging out. So we got our firewood underneath, so we can still start a fire if this lets up and cook dinner. Otherwise, we'll be frying pork chops under our tarp. Talk to you guys soon. So I just had to pop over and make sure my setup is staying dry. Still raining, but as you can see, it looks like the sun is coming back out. But we're staying bone dry under here. My bed being dry is a good thing. So we started to set up this secondary tarp and didn't quite get there before the rain came. But the kids decided to still slip up under there and I guess attempt to stay dry under a tarp that's not stretched out just yet. So I tied a cord, and as you guys know, the water can drip down your hammock and get your hammock wet, which it started to do. So I've tied off a cord down here, and as you can see, now the water is dripping down that as opposed to going onto my hammock. Certainly nothing I invented, but I did learn it on YouTube. I mean, it's just running off.
Look what's happening with it. She's doing a selfie.
All right, so we've added some reinforcement. We've got a tarp over there that we had to start vacating a little bit because Ricky's hammock's going to go under there, as we've been mentioning. So we got this little tarp. It's only a 5x8, which should keep us a little bit dry in a light rain. Be able to keep some firewood under there and stuff like that. We did a cross beam, a ridge pole, with a little bit of an A-frame, just to have that tarp area. So I'm back there, a little bit of a two-seater tarp, I would guess you could call it. Ricky's set up over there in the background. The rain has let up, or actually stopped for now. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes back. We'll see if all these things we've set up to keep us dry is going to be needed. I guess that's the idea, right? You set them up and it won't rain. If you didn't do it, it'd pour. So we're going to get a fire going. Alright, Peanuts found his hammock. We finally got it set up. He pleaded with us, can we set up the hammock? So we had to get the chairs out and go to another spot so Peanut could have his hammock site. I suppose that's fair. How you doing, buddy? Is it comfy? Alright. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Good? Not overdoing it, are you?
Taking it easy for the weekend.
Alright. right, guys, we got some pork chops, some mashed potatoes, some mushrooms. Cheyenne didn't have any mushrooms or didn't want any mushrooms. But all right. Feel it good, Cheyenne?
Yes, sir. And as always, before any meal, don't forget to say your prayers.
Awesome. Enjoy. All right, guys, I'm going to kill a couple birds with one stone here. Number one, I'm going to show you the meal we cooked. You already saw Cheyenne's dish. Mine's the same, except I got mushrooms in addition on my pork chop and my mashed potatoes. But I'm also going to say goodnight. As you guys always know from most of my videos, we'll stick around. We'll still be on video. If it rains, we'll show that. We're sitting by the fire, we'll show that, whatever's going on. But because it's daylight and you can see me, and I don't have one of those sophisticated cameras, this is usually right around sunset, which is what we have here behind us. And some thunder going on in the background you can hear. This is when we say goodnight. So I'm going to say my prayers. I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to feast. We're going to get the dishes cleaned up and sit around the campfire. And we'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, guys. Obviously, I don't have to share that it's dark. We had an awesome dinner. We had an awesome evening. These woods are lit up with nightlife. Mostly frogs. You hear that in the background? Y'all just heard an owl. There are hundreds of frogs all over this place. I mean, literally hundreds of frogs bouncing around. So I'm glad we got the tent and the bug nets on our hammocks, because we don't, while we love them, we don't want them in bed with us. So Cheyenne has already went into the tent. There's Jen. There's Ricky back there. And you can barely see the tent back there, and that's where Cheyenne is. The other thing that's cool is there's bunches of lightning bugs out, so it's just making it beautiful. It's cloudy, and there's a kind of a, looks like maybe about 20% moon, but there's some lightning, so it's a really cool night. Kind of different, but it's awesome. God did a good number on this day for us and this weekend. So hey guys, we're gonna sit around the fire and have some camaraderie and some good conversation and family time, and then we're gonna hit the sack. So we'll see you in the morning for some bacon and eggs and bagels. Have a good night, everyone. Guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at all these frogs. I mean, there's just hundreds of frogs. You can hear that water coming in way over there. You can't see it, but that's that water coming in. You hear all them frogs, and then you can see them swimming.
You can throw them to me, but I have nothing to...
It is about 20 to 11, and as you can hear, it is pouring rain. We sat out by the fire. The girls went in their tent quite some time ago, and me and Ricky got in our hammock 15 minutes ago because it started to rain. So we threw some dirt on the fire, and yeah, here we are, snuggled in, pouring rain. There's some cool lightning, so every now and then we see the whole sky lights up, but good stuff. If it ain't raining, we ain't training, right? God is good. Don't forget to say your prayers. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. We survived. Ricky and I in the hammock. Jen and Cheyenne and Macy in the tent. We went to bed about 10:30. I think you saw some video of it pouring rain, cool lightning, frogs everywhere, awesome owl noises. It was just really, really cool. I did get up about 11:30 and reconfigured my hammock a little bit the way I had it configured. The rain was coming in down on the straps and getting the hammock wet a little bit. I had a different system that I could hook up, and that kind of fixed that problem. It drizzled throughout the night, but it's drizzling now. But I mean, it poured from about the time we left the fire to, I don't know, maybe about 11:30, and that's when I fixed my hammock, and then we had kind of a drizzle. So Ricky was the first one up. We'll say hi to him. Hey, good morning, buddy.
Morning.
You were the first one up. Did you sleep okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, he's already been up, and he's walked over to the flowing water area and checked in on Mommy and Sissy. Let's see what they're up to. All right. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
You look beautiful, babe.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Mace.
She's been a good girl.
That's how Macy says hi. She wags her tail, and if she gets excited enough, she'll roll over and want you to rub her belly. I'm looking through the screen of their tent here. Let me see if I can peek around. There you guys are. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What do you think we're going to do for breakfast? Still do a full cook, or maybe abbreviate something? Why don't we start with some coffee?
That's a good start.
All right, guys, once again, we're trying to do some cooking, just like our last video where we were RVing, and we got some storms moving in. So it's cooling down, it's getting breezy. I'm starting to see some drops on the pond. We do have the tent down, and we've left up, we didn't get my hammock down in time. That could have come down, but we wanted to leave these few tarps to be able to get up under and stay dry and ride out this storm. We're trying to get breakfast in real quick so we can sit over there and eat and see how long we got to wait to ride out this storm. All right, the rain is here. We are huddled up under one of our 3 tarps we have set up. You can see the fire going. That pan's just got water boiling in it to help get the stuff that was cooked in it out of there, soften that up. And we had breakfast in time. Ricky's finishing his up. Well, Ricky just finished his. How was it, buddy?
Good.
We had some bacon. We were gonna fry eggs, and we went with scrambled to make it faster. So scrambled eggs with cheddar cheese and bacon. So the one thing that we still needed to take down other than the tarps was my hammock. And Cheyenne decided to take advantage of that. Well, it's nice and dry under here. You can see the dry spot. This has been set up since the beginning. How are you?
Good. Dry.
Staying dry? You comfy?
And warm. Kinda.
You want me to get my sleeping bag back out?
No, okay.
All right. So this is the system I went with. I have the DD hammock Frontline, and it comes with these cords. And what you're supposed to do is take these all the way up to the tree and tie them around and put a bow in it like you tie your shoe. The problem is the water was running down onto my hammock. Now I did put these strings, these 550 cord on each one to try to get the water to come down and then drip off. And it worked on this side. The other side of my hammock still got wet. So what I did is I went with traditional hammock straps up to the tree and came in and intercepted with a carabiner and tied my hammock off to the carabiner. And that seemed to work, because then the water comes, hits the carabiner, and then drips down. So I think to not have all this on there, I'm going to experiment with it a little bit and cut this down to size. Leave a little bit of extra play, but not quite this much. And from now on, tie into a carabiner into a hammock strap and run it like that. I'm starting to smell a little bit. I'm glad that doesn't come through the video. But anyway, maybe that's TMI. Maybe I'll take that out of the video. All right, guys, we are we're getting ready to pack this stuff up and roll, or at least make an attempt. We got a little break in the rain. You can see the calm pond behind us. Our main concern at this point, and especially for those of you who've camped here before, with Florida Bushcraft, you know exactly where we are. We are in a group camp here, what, a month ago? It has rained and rained and rained. I mean, all this week it got heavy rain, probably starting around Wednesday, I believe. So the roads were already pretty good mud puddles on the way in, but we do have four-wheel drive, but we're not in a lifted truck or anything like that, just a regular standard pickup. We're a little curious on how it's going to be rolling down those roads. So, and now that I said that, probably in the family heard, they're probably even more nervous. So having fun, Mommy?
Oh, I'm getting wet.
Hey babe, it's raining. Alright guys, since we don't know how this is going to wrap up, the rain just keeps coming, the roads are going to get worse, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye now. This has been an awesome camping trip. A lot of things went well, a lot of things could have gone different, but it's been fun. We made a lot of memories. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, please subscribe, and keep watching. The Strehls are going to do some awesome stuff outdoors. We got boating season coming up. We got scuba diving, fishing, all kinds of cool stuff. This may be it for camping for a little while, but thank you guys. You guys have a good time?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. See you guys soon.